we volunteered the last 4 years. I moved here from Indiana for the job, and one of the first things that I heard, and I'm not making this up, because I was going to be moving out here, I talked with our HR person, and she literally said, she was kind of this side of the valley, she said, South Phoenix, basically stay away. That was one of the first things that I heard, and I really knew not much else about the Phoenix Valley, but that was one of the first things I heard. Then being involved in the justice system, and one of the great things about TMC was, one of the things that they wanted leadership to do was help dispel a lot of the negative narratives that there are about under-resourced communities. And the South Phoenix, you know, a lot of those negative narratives are it's drugs, it's guns, it's gangs, it's violence, it's poverty. It's stay away. It's just bad things. That's on the news, and that's what people hear. And being in the justice system and coming in and seeing people a lot of times in their worst moments, I'll admit, I got to seeing those narratives as true, because that was a lot of just what I saw. So when I came back here with TMC 4-ish years ago in a different capacity, and meeting people like Darren and some of the other folks, our other community partners, in the very same neighborhoods where I used to come do searches, come do arrests, do home visits, I started seeing the people, and Darren grew up here, and the Rodneys and those folks that grew up here, for me, was seeing the people in the very same neighborhoods in a very different light. Yes, and there are those things here in South Phoenix. There are those social ills, but there is so much good here, good people and good things going on, that a lot of people don't hear about. And so my time is, so for me personally, that's been fantastic. And then as a leader, it's been super fulfilling to create these opportunities, whether it's the Tiger Mountain Foundation or Empower Ranch or the Audubon Society, whoever it is here in South Phoenix, create the opportunities for people to come from all over the valley to this place where the narratives are stay away or be super careful, and come here and hopefully have a good experience. And I think for the very most part with our projects we have. And so for me as a leader, that's been very fulfilling, to create those opportunities with community partners for people to come here and go, oh, wow, okay, that was fun. Let me go back, and this is my web theory. Now let me go back to Glendale, to Scottsdale, to Goodyear, to Chandler, and say, yeah, I went there and we worked with this and these people, and it was great. And we create these strands from here back to home, and then to other people and other organizations. And then through that way, I think we can really strengthen the big community here, right? Our near community where we live, and then the far communities where we go and volunteer. So that's been some of the joy of TMC for me. Most of you know I'm not super handy. So when it comes to, I know, Delene is shocked. She still thinks I'm super handy, right? But it's being able to have those kind of experiences personally, and then as a leader for others, has been super fulfilling for me. So I'm sad to see TMC go. It'll always live in my heart here. And we'll all keep on doing what we're doing, and I've got plenty of blue shirts, so I'll still wear them around. So on that note, like I said, we don't have to be done, but I mean, unless anybody's got any other story to share, that's my experience. I'm super grateful for TMC and to meet everybody here, and you know, I'm leaving my TMC time a much better human being and a much better person.
So wait, we're not on.
We did a big project over at the Garden Tomorrow a few years ago with TMC folks, one of the leadership cohorts. There was 50-ish people from all over the country here. We did a big project, and I said, hey, look, you gotta make time for Darren to talk, right? So he's got everybody enthralled, and he's kind of at his time. And so he's talking to everyone, and I'm back here, and he's just got everybody enthralled, and then he's kind of 5 minutes over his time, and I'm doing my best to, you know, but he's just rolling to be like kind of, and then he's 10 minutes over, but he's rolling, and people are loving it. And then, you know, I think he just thought I was doing jumping jacks.
Well, you just let me know, Gary. Look at Lee. Lee's like, man,
I've never seen that happen.
Never, right, Nate?
It was a
Never,
one-time thing.
right?
Usually you.
It was a one-time thing. It happened. It did happen once, right? Now, you know what? I just want to say, in all seriousness, I was thinking, Commander, if you guys look at this picture right here, that's an integrated healthcare, 25,000 square feet. The title is called Real Vets Integrated Healthcare Facility and Tiger Mountain Foundation Novel Community Design Campus. The whole idea is that we're going to build it environmentally, climatically smart. We were talking about like different services that are for veterans, and such as we want integrated health to be like even more available. One of the things that I heard today was dental. There could be better dental opportunity. And so we want to take all of this goodwill that's coming our way and all these blessings that are coming our way and help veterans. Commander, I was very fortunate for him to become my partner. And lastly, you know, Sherman, we talked about it. We came from the mud, like literally, my heroes are veterans. And you know, I used to have Army men as a young guy and didn't really even know the significance of having cowboys, Indians, and Army men. But the Army men were just so amazing. It's like, man, guns, full metal jacket, but the helmet, it runs into fire, right? These guys became my heroes even as a young kid. And then when I learned the significance, I was like, okay, I gotta be a service person. So I serve from the community. And I was telling Mr. Steve Claus here that, yeah, Steve Claus, that on every bended knee, I want to, on both bended knees, I want to thank you guys for your service. I want to thank you guys for your service. You are truly my...
And I told Gary I will be there, that I would be there. And I've been doing that for 2 years now, being there, because I said, I don't do anything else. Wish I could say different. But the only time I get out in public and deal with anybody, other than Denise, who kicks me out of the house because I turn into a drunk, when I shut myself in.
There's so much work. We have 185 unit building for our homeless veterans that we needed help, and we needed family, we needed friends, and we got that. I'm gonna get teary-eyed because it means so much. Every weekend after weekend, we got garbage cans, we built benches, we cleaned the floors and the rooms, and we put in safety locks on all the windows for the veterans and helped and cleaned, and it's things that we couldn't afford to do because we don't have.
Sort of aware that the Travis Lane Foundation and the mission continues as verse as of September 2nd. Which means even though the mission continues is going to be merging with Travis Manion, just because the mission continues is technically dispersing, the spirit of the mission is not dispersing. Okay, because what a lot of people don't realize, the person who started the mission continues was actually part of the same platoon, Marine platoon, as Travis Manion. All right, so when he wanted to start the mission continues, he actually went to Travis Manion, his family, to get ideas about how to start a service organization. So now in actuality, both organizations were already connected in one way or another. I've actually had the honor of serving on both sides.